Okay, so you're here to, learn some stuff,
Mm.
right? We all want to cut through all that noise and like really get to the heart of the matter.
Yeah.
So today we're going to get into something that really touches everyone, I think, social media. We've been going through this pretty amazing report by JVF Solutions, and it's pretty wild how easy it is to like mess things up online if we're not super careful about what we post.
Yeah. It's a crazy, right? Like using social media feels so natural now, but like this report points out that the sheer number of people using it and like how fast stuff spreads online, it's like the perfect recipe for making mistakes. And we're not talking like little slip-ups here. We're talking real-world consequences for, normal people.
Exactly. The JVF Solutions report, they're not just talking about like online arguments that fizzle out.
Yeah.
They're talking about how social media can really mess with your job.
Hmm.
People getting fired, even businesses getting boycotted. It's wild.
Yeah.
So we really want to make sure you get this right.
And what's really fascinating is how JVF Solutions talks about online security. We set up our privacy settings and we think, oh, I'm just sharing with my friends. But this report reminds us that the internet is not some impenetrable vault, right? Platforms can get hacked, and all those terms and conditions that we usually just scroll past. Yeah, those can change all of a sudden. And then things we thought were private might not be so private anymore. Like, look at Facebook and how their rules have changed over the years. It's a big reminder to be careful.
Yeah, for sure. So our goal today in this deep dive is pretty simple. JVF Solutions has this list of 20 things to never post on social media, and we're going to pull out the most important stuff to help you avoid those online traps and protect yourself and your friends and family. Let's start with something that could really hurt you professionally, talking bad about your boss or your clients online.
Yeah, it might seem like a natural reaction to like vent after a rough day at work. But like JVF Solutions says that quick rant can really come back to bite you. Remember that case from back in 2010 in Australia where a bunch of people got fired for stuff they posted on Facebook? It's proof that what happens online can affect your real job.
And JVF Solutions isn't just stuck in the past. They even talk about that Dollar General manager who got fired in 2022 for complaining about work on TikTok.
Hmm.
It really shows that even if you think you're just talking to your friends online, anyone can see it, and it can really affect your career.
And what's really cool is that they briefly touch on whistleblowing. They're like, hey, if you're thinking about posting something that could be seen as whistleblowing, talk to an employment lawyer first. Make sure you know your rights and all that. And for people who run their own businesses, JVF Solutions makes it super clear. Don't bash your clients online. It's not a good look if you want to get new business.
Totally. It's like giving yourself a bad review. The report suggests writing down your frustrations and then like actually ripping it up or something to let go of that anger without posting it online.
Yeah.
Pretty smart, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit and talk about relationships. Number 2 on their list is saying negative stuff about your spouse or significant other online.
This one might seem obvious, right? But we've all seen those couples arguing online. JVF Solutions points out that while arguments happen in every relationship, putting all that negativity out there for everyone to see, especially if you're like really critical or embarrassing your partner, it can make it way harder to actually fix things. It's like turning a private fight into a public spectacle.
Right. It's like airing your dirty laundry for the whole neighborhood to see. The report does mention that some really extreme situations, like if there's abuse or something posting online, could be a way to protect yourself.
Yeah.
But they say it's really important to get professional help in those situations. That's totally different from like complaining that your partner forgot your anniversary, which JVF Solutions says is better handled offline.
For sure. Now let's get into some stuff that can get you in trouble with the law and put your security at risk. Number 3, don't post about illegal stuff you might have done. I know it sounds obvious, but it can be tempting to share even if you're just joking around.
Like the example JVF Solutions uses someone vandalizing a statue and then posting a selfie with.
Yeah, you might get some laughs from your friends, but once that picture is online, it's out there forever. Cops, potential employers, anyone could find it. And it's not just like big crimes. Even admitting to stuff like smoking pot or doing something risky like base jumping or even saying you drove off without paying for gas, it can all come back to haunt you.
And that brings us to number 4. Don't announce that you're going out of town.
Yeah.
JVF Solutions mentions that Oprah show about people getting robbed while on vacation, and a lot of them had posted online about their trips beforehand. Whether you're gone for a week, a weekend, or even just a day, posting about it is basically telling everyone that your house is empty. And even if you think your neighborhood is super safe, you're still trusting everyone you're connected to online and their friends and so on. The report talks about how popular home security systems are now and how that really shows This is a real problem.
Hmm.
So maybe save that excited vacation countdown post for when you're back home with all your souvenirs.
Building on that idea of security number 5 is super important. Never put your home address and phone number out there for everyone to see online. I mean, sometimes you can find that info online anyway, but putting it on your social media makes it way too easy for anyone to find you. JVF Solutions suggests keeping that info private and just saying general stuff about where you are for social events.
Yeah, and remembering all that stuff we talked about earlier with data breaches and platforms changing their privacy policies, your personal info could end up somewhere you really don't want it.
Sure.
They have some good advice for people with home-based businesses. Get a P.O. box or a virtual business address, or even use a friend's business address if you need to put something out there publicly. It's a smart way to keep your privacy.
Okay, so number 6 is all about being honest and protecting your reputation. Don't post about being somewhere or doing something when you told people you'd be somewhere else. That's a quick way to get into some awkward situations, and it can really hurt your credibility, especially at work. JVF Solutions gives this perfect example. Calling in sick to work and then posting about playing golf on LinkedIn.
Ouch. Yeah, that's a tough one to explain away. The report's advice is pretty simple. If you're not being totally honest about your plans, just stay off social media and make sure anyone with you does the same.
Number 7 is about the downsides of bragging about winning a lot of money or buying expensive stuff. You know, it's natural to want to share good news, but JVF Solutions warns that it can bring unwanted attention or people asking for money. Suddenly, all those long-lost relatives come out of the woodwork when you win the lottery or buy a fancy car.
Yeah, it's good to think about how people might react to your posts, even if you're just trying to celebrate. Moving on to number 8. Anything that could make your home less secure. This seems obvious, but the report says people often forget about it when they're excited to share stuff online.
Like JVF Solutions talks about posting a picture from a party and accidentally showing that your front door lock is broken. You're trying to share a fun memory, but you're also telling people how to break into your house. They also mention accidentally showing that your alarm system doesn't work, or even where you keep your spare keys and photos. And the fact that lots of people ask to have those video tours of their homes taken down after they sell them really shows that this is a valid concern.
And moving on from keeping your home safe to protecting your image online, number 9, is pretty straightforward, but important. Don't post unflattering pictures of yourself, even if you think you're just sharing with a small group of close friends on a private account. JVF Solutions reminds us that anything you put online can be saved, copied, and end up somewhere you didn't intend for it to be.
And that brings us to a really important and sensitive topic: protecting kids online. That's number 10. JVF Solutions is really serious about this. Be super careful about sharing info about what your kids are doing, especially if they're somewhere without supervision. The comparison they make is like you wouldn't go around announcing that your kids are home alone or walking to school by themselves, right? So why do it online?
It really makes you think about the dangers online. You know, the
Yeah.
internet isn't just filled with nice people. There are people out there with bad intentions who could be looking at your profiles. The advice to wait until after something is over before posting about it or sharing pictures of your kids is really important for keeping them safe.
Now let's talk about how you act online and how it can affect your reputation. Number 11. Don't post hateful stuff. JVF Solutions talks about how we've made progress as a society in fighting discrimination and how people are more aware of and sensitive to hateful language now. Using slurs or saying bad things about whole groups of people can really hurt your reputation and your relationships.
Right. They suggest that instead of making broad negative statements focused on criticizing specific actions, it's a more constructive way to communicate even when you really disagree with something. It's about addressing the issue, not attacking people or making harmful generalizations.
Number 12 is about something that might surprise you: posting pictures of your ID. Sharing a photo of your driver's license is obviously a bad idea because of all the personal info on it, but JVF Solutions also says to be careful about posting pictures of work badges, even if they seem harmless, like on your last day of work.
They explain that a lot of companies, especially those with temporary staff like interns, have rules against employees posting their badges online because of security concerns. It might seem far-fetched, but people could try to make fake badges to get into places they're not supposed to be. So it's a real worry for some companies.
Okay, so number 13 is about the dangers of posting too much promotional content. You might be super excited about a new business or a product you love, but constantly bombarding your followers with ads can backfire and make people unfollow you. JVF Solutions says that no one wants to see their feed filled with nothing but sales pitches, no matter how great the product is. They recommend mixing in some personal stuff that's not related to your business to show that you're a real person with interests outside of work.
Totally. It reminds people that you're not just a walking advertisement. Number 14 deals with emotionally charged posts. It's fine to express your opinions, but JVF Solutions says that doing it in a really emotional or reactive way, especially if it's not related to your job, can push away people who think differently.
Yeah, and the report really stresses the importance of being respectful. They say that name-calling and insults never make you look good. It's almost always better to explain your perspective calmly and thoughtfully instead of getting aggressive or saying inflammatory things.
Right. Take a breath. Number 15 is about something people often forget. Writing well, especially on professional sites like LinkedIn. Bad grammar, spelling mistakes, and confusing writing can make your message less effective and make you look unprofessional. JVF Solutions suggests taking a minute to proofread your post before you hit send.
Yeah, especially with those emotionally charged posts we were just talking about. Taking a quick look for typos can help you avoid misunderstandings and make sure you don't come across as careless. Number 16 is about being careful about sharing rumors or info from sources you're not sure about.
JVF Solutions uses that classic line, "It must be true because I saw it on the internet," to show how dangerous this can be. Even stories that seem to back up our beliefs, like that one about the Yale class of '53 and how their success was all thanks to goal setting, which isn't actually true, can spread like wildfire, even if they're totally made up. It's super important to check if info is accurate and comes from a trustworthy source before you share it.
Absolutely. Number 17 is all about hashtags. Specifically, using too many hashtags are supposed to help people find content and group similar stuff together. But JVF Solutions jokes about someone using a hashtag for every single word to show how annoying it can be. They suggest using 3 to 5 relevant hashtags per post to get the best results.
It's about finding that sweet spot.
Yep.
Number 18 is all about respecting other people's privacy. Always ask before you post pictures or videos of them. JVF Solutions says that some people just don't like being on social media for personal reasons, and we need to respect that even if we don't agree with it.
It's all about respecting their choice. Number 19 deals with a really serious issue. Posting threats or violent language, JVF Solutions makes it very clear that this kind of behavior is not okay. Social media platforms and the police take it super seriously, and it can get your account suspended or permanently banned. In some cases, you could even get in legal trouble.
Yeah, it's nothing to mess around with. And last but not least, number 20 is all about being trustworthy. Don't share info that was told to you in confidence. JVF Solutions quotes Benjamin Franklin, who famously said, "Three can keep a secret if two of them are dead."
Yeah.
Skilling secrets online is a surefire way to break people's trust and show everyone that you can't be trusted with private information.
Yeah, word travels fast online. So as we wrap up this deep dive into JVF Solutions report, the message is pretty clear. Social media is great for connecting and communicating, but we got to be careful about what we share to avoid some serious consequences. Their little acid test is great. If you're even a little bit unsure about whether you should post something, the answer's probably no.
It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Right. And I love that 5-second rule they suggest. Just take a few seconds to think about what could happen before you hit that post button. Those few seconds could save you a lot of trouble down the road.
I agree. Those little pauses can make a big difference.
And on that note, I want to leave you with this thought. Think about the digital footprint you're creating right now. How might your social media posts be seen years from now by potential employers, new people you meet, even your own family? It's worth taking some time to think about your online habits after everything we've talked about today. Thanks for joining us.